Welcome back to Hack on the Internet. Okay, so tonight we're at this vid by Wired and it's called Keke Palmer Answers the Web's Most Searched Questions. Looky here. I have not been living under a rock. I know who Keke Palmer is. I've watched True Jackson VP here and there. So yeah, speaking of Keke Palmer, I remember she hosted the VMAs or EMAs. Did a good job. Entertained me. But yeah, this is my first ever time reacting to Keke Palmer on this channel, I think. If I'm not mistaken, yeah. So without further ado, I'm about to get into his reaction. Imagine things stop filming halfway through. Hoping the jinx was
I'm Keke Palmer, and this is the Wired Autocomplete interview.
Okay.
Mama's getting hot on the net. What's Keke Palmer real name? Okay, we're starting out light. My real name is Lauren. A lot of people think, because my full name is Lauren Kiana Palmer, and they're like, oh, that's where Keke from. Wrong. I actually hate when people credit Kiana for Keke, because actually Keke should be credited for Kiana. My sister had an imaginary friend named Keke, and that's how I got the nickname, and that's what informed my full name, Lauren Kiana Palmer, because my mom thought I needed a name that sounded like real chill so I could get a job, and then I ended up going by Keke Palmer anyway, so that's a little funny. What was Keke Palmer's first movie? A lot of people think was a Killing Bee, was actually Barbershop 2. I had like about 4 lines. I played Queen Latifah's niece. Good times. What did Keke Palmer win an Emmy for? I created this sketch with this character named Chelsea Barbie Taylor. It got really popular on my Instagram page, and then I ended up getting into a partnership with Facebook and this production company called Kids at Play. So we did that character in like kind of, an SNL style, took the sketch and turned it into a larger story, which was Turned Up with the Taylors, and we ended up getting an Emmy for it. So that was pretty cool. Okay, what Disney show was Keke Palmer in? Okay, so here's the funny thing. I did a little company hopping back and forth between Disney and Nickelodeon. I said, who's cutting the check? The movie that I did with them was with Corbin Blue when I was 12, and it was Jump In.
I remember that movie.
Okay, what is the Keke Palmer meme? Well, this is a difficult question because thanks to all my internet peeps, they've made a couple of them. So you got the Keke Palmer, the gag is, you got the I know it ain't, I know it ain't. Then you got
I don't know who this man is.
I'm sorry, I don't know who this man is.
That one.
Sorry to this man. So yeah, thank you for
I love
making
that
me a
one.
meme. I'm very touched by it. Now they've got this new one of me from my Complex Hot Ones interview, and I'm just like, ooh, this one's got a little sweetness to it. And now that one's like, they taking that one very edgy, honey. I can't even tell you, but they went dark with it. It just kills me. Okay? Is Keke Palmer? This could get scary. Let's see. Is Keke Palmer in Nope? I am in Nope. So excited about this movie. Is Keke Palmer from Chicago? So here's the thing. I'm from Illinois. I grew up in a small suburb called Robbins, very Midwestern town. I was born in Harvey. A lot of people
I
like,
thought she was from Atlanta.
Harvey. No, I was born in Harvey, raised in Robbins. Mudville, stand up. Town was just so poor that for years they didn't have sidewalks. We were just walking in the mud. Little fun fact. But I used to say Chicago because don't nobody know where Robbins is. So when I first moved to California, and people would be like, "Oh, where's Keke? Where you from?" Like Chicago, because that's something that people can remember. Now it's time to rep Robbins. Let people know. So is Keke Palmer in a sorority? No, I'm not in a sorority. I had nothing against sororities. I used to want to be in a sorority, but I realized that it's a little bit political, and it's going to get a little bit spooky. I don't know if I could really roll with it. I might end up slapping the hell out of one of my sisters. So I don't know if it's for me. But much love to anybody that's down with it. Kudos to you. Is Keke Palmer in the Old Navy commercial? Yes. Expecting someone? I gagged at that commercial. It's just, I really love like the early 2000s, late 90s when everything was a little bit like inside itself. It was like, everything was a little like that. And so I lived for doing that commercial because I was very like, expecting someone, Old Navy. And so I had so much fun with that commercial. And it's just, Old Navy always was doing those commercials I remember as a kid. Like, they did with Lil' Kim. Like, it was just so much fun because, of course, I would be Santa Claus coming down the damn chimney. Like, of course, it would be your girl Cakes. Is Keke Palmer alive? Oh, shit.
What kind of...
I remember the first time I got...
What kind of question is this? Is Keke Palmer alive? I can't with the internet. Oh my god. I'm just trying my hardest not to look at my emails. I have like 5 different email addresses. It's actually insane.
On Twitter. Y'all remember that? When Twitter first was created, they were killing everybody. It was like so-and-so's dead. So-and-so's dead. So, oh, and that's crazy to laugh like.
And you wonder, I very rarely look on
because
Twitter.
it's sad somebody's dead, but it's just like I don't know why Twitter. I think it's because people on Twitter started to realize that they could make anything trend, and they were just like so excited they could make anything trend, and why they like wanted to trend killing us is crazy. But I remember one time my sister called me crying. She was like, "Twitter told me you dead. You're dead." No, I'm not dead. So yes, Keke Palmer is alive. Woo, thank gosh. That was scary. So now we just have Keke Palmer. How was Keke?
I just can't with Twitter. Last time I looked at what was trending on Twitter, I saw Muramura's feet.
Somebody
smacking dudes.
Wow, okay. Mama's getting hot on the net. So Keke Palmer was discovered by a lady named Sharon Davis on the south side of Chicago.
Okay.
My mother was looking for an agent for me. Found an agent in this place called Baker and Raleigh. I don't even know if it still exists. I remember we were trying to get me an audition for Barbershop 2. And I couldn't get one because they were like, she's never acted before. Queen Latifah's going to be in Chicago for a limited amount of time. You know, we don't have any time with, new actors. We need a kid that knows what they're doing. My mom would not take no for an answer, right? She's like, my baby needs a chance. Put me on film doing the lines and singing. Weeks went by, and we didn't hear anything. And then next thing you know, the casting director, whose name was Sharon Davis, she was like, I saw her tape. We'd love to see her, have her come down. And I remember I auditioned in front of like Ice Cube, and everything like that. And Sharon gave me the part. And I say she discovered me.
It's all about timing. It's all about timing.
The name of Ralph Farquhar discovered me because when I moved to California, Ralph Farquhar, who created Moesha, the Parkers, the Proud Family, he, under his Disney Channel deal, brought me in and filmed my first pilot, which was very unheard of for me to just come to California and just meet somebody and to do a pilot for me. But he believed in me. So I say Sharon Davis and Ralph Farquhar discovered me. How old was Keke Palmer in Barbershop 2? In the last day of filming, I turned 10. And I will never forget because it was my birthday. And I remember this is when I fell in love with Michael Ealy, child. I looked up at Michael Ealy. He was walking by, and I was like, it was my birthday. I turned 10. And he picked me up. He said, you turned 10. And swung me around, and I was like, I love Michael Ealy. I love Michael Ealy. I still love Michael Ealy to this day. First crush. What makeup does Keke Palmer use? Okay, Keke Palmer uses... what makeup does Keke Palmer use? Okay, Keke Palmer uses Jordana. Okay, it's the makeup artist because I don't know what the hell makeup I use. I'm so sorry. I think I use a couple things. In my personal life, let's just start there.
Okay, you got a makeup artist and a stylist.
I have no control over this. What y'all seeing is a makeup artist named Jordana who killed it. But in my personal life, I don't even know if you're interested in knowing what I use for those looks because they're not on this level. But they're pretty cool. Who does Keke Palmer look like? That means that people have been looking at me and being like, she looked like somebody. And I know the person that they're hoping to find, which is who they've been telling me I look like my entire life. Halle Berry. I'm kidding. I look better. No, Angela Bassett. Everybody always tells me I look like Angela Bassett, and I've always done an impression of Angela Bassett. Like I do too.
I mean, a young Angela Bassett.
American Dream, the Michael Jackson story, where she finds out that her husband's been cheating on her. She like answers the phone and hears him on the other line talking to somebody, talking about Joe. Joe is like cheating on her, and she's like, he comes back into the house. He's like, hey baby, and she's like, you were lying, and you were cheating, and I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you.
That she starts at Angela Bassett as well.
It's all in the lips. It's all in the lips. And it's the same thing with What's Love Got to Do with It when she's talking to her friend. And her friend is like not messing around with Lawrence Fishburne's character.
Maybe I should react to Angela Bassett
not dealing with him being abusive. She's like, you
no, I'm
gotta
kidding.
hit me, but watch. And then Angela Bassett's like, it's okay. It's okay. I'm sure that's probably what they were trying to like remember when they must have searched that. Who is Keke Palmer in Big Mouth? I love doing this show, Big Mouth. It's so much fun. So my character is Rochelle, and she starts out as a love bug, but then she has some complications and turns to a hate worm. I don't want to tell you too much about the show, but get into it. There's a lot of edge to it as well. Who did Keke Palmer play in Hustlers? In Hustlers, I played Mercedes, who's one of the strippers in the club.
I loved her Hustlers.
To, unfortunately, drug these men and rob them for all their cash was Jennifer Lopez. And I really just loved hanging out with girls. I love working with Jennifer Lopez.
Hustlers was hilarious.
Play in Human Resources. This is funny because I just told you guys. So I play the same character in Big Mouth as I do in Human Resources, which is kind of cool because it's in acting world. It's kind of like they gave me like a little promotion. They like what I did in Big Mouth, and so when they did Human Resources, they thought to like open up my character storyline and bring her into the Human Resources, their next show that they ended up doing with Netflix. So I thought that was just like so cool, like because I love working with them too, and I'm glad that my character got to grow into their next property. So that's great. Keke Palmer as a kid.
That's good. But speaking of Hustlers, I need to watch that again. But I remember me and my friend went and watched it. She was hitting me up, she was like, oh, you want to watch Hustlers? I was like, yeah. Yeah, but of course I'm going to literally leg it for the train after work. And that's like what I did. Don't regret it one bit. I didn't know anything was coming on. I'm pretty sure I missed the last bus to get home from St. Albans, but yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, had a good time watching it. Couldn't stop laughing, especially the bit when they all got arrested.
I must have been searching pictures. I'm not gonna hold you. I was cute. I was a cute kid. You got a little charisma. So hopefully they got some cool pictures from images. Keke Palmer as a kid, yeah. Okay, I'm not mad at it. Keke Palmer, best friend. You gonna find some people I don't rock with no more. So careful with this one. It ain't whoever you find it online. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
True.
So, scratch that. Okay, Keke Palmer, fun facts. So, you're probably gonna find out that I'm a Virgo, Cancer rising, Sagittarius moon. That's where the pizzazz comes in. You know, from Illinois. Started in the industry very young. I don't love long walks on the beach because I don't like what sand gets in my booty crack. I love going to amusement parks. It's a lot of fun. I'm more of a salty person than sweet. Don't have a sweet tooth. Definitely have a salty tooth. My favorite food is like probably number one, sushi. Love Japanese food. Very top of the list. Used to be Italian, but the carbs, honey, I turned 28. We holding back. Okay, Keke Palmer. That song.
Okay.
I've gone through some phases in music, so I mean, we can go from here to there. I mean, I'll top line some of my favorite songs of mine. Number one would be I Don't Belong to You. It's one of my favorite songs of mine. I wrote it when I was 21, 22. It was me really just like trying to focus on how to express coming into my own and definitely shedding other people's thoughts of me, which as a child entertainer can be quite a task, honey, because everybody always tries to tell you who you're going to be and want to keep you in the identity they see for you, which is kind of sweet that they care so much, but it's also like, honey, I don't belong to you. So I love that song because that's a part of me like finding myself and stepping into my own autonomy. Then I would say Bottoms Up, honey, because Bottoms Up was a sleeper hit when we was kids. Miss Keke P was looking extra flossy, and I just love that. You know, I actually did like a remake to Bottoms Up not too long ago, and that was just really fun to go down memory lane and just be like, you know, yes, like let's see Bottoms Up as an adult and get into that vibe. Keke Palmer, favorite things. My favorite thing is like going to the movies, especially like experiential movie experiences. Like for instance, boat cinema. I love going like you can get on a boat in like a little lake in California and you can watch movies. I love doing that. Also, I love rooftop cinema, drive-in. You can do anywhere. It's just a drive-in movie.
Oh, the rooftop one sounds cool though.
Like,
I don't mind doing that.
Hanging out in the mall.
That sounds dope.
I love going to this mall down the street. I'm not gonna tell y'all where it's at because it's my mall. Just walk around. I get a little Panda Express, and then I go and dance DDR till my damn heels fall off. I just be up in there. Sometimes the other guys be taking up the damn DDR, and I gotta find another game in the arcade. Man, that's a popular game. But I be just dance revolutioning all the way up and through that place. And then I also love sitting at home and just watching TV. Oh my gosh, I'm such a TV girl. I just love just sitting back watching TV, ordering DoorDash, and just living my life. It's a blast. Okay, does Keke Palmer? This could get crazy, because what are they wondering if I'm doesn't? Wonder what this is. Okay, does Keke Palmer have tattoos? So I've got a bunch. I got like pyramids on the back of my neck, representation of the Kush Empire, the first civilization. Very interested in that. Especially as you know, you go through the identity thing, and you're like from 18 to, I mean, from all your life, but like definitely like 18 to like 22. I was like, who am I? What does it mean to be black in America? What does it mean?
I feel like that now when I'm 23.
What is the diaspora? So I went through that, and I loved it. I lived for everything I learned, and I'm continuing to learn. And then I have like a bunch of just like little ones. I have a Goonies one on my foot with my siblings. It says Goonies never say die, because my siblings and I would just always, we love that movie growing up. Spielberg is awesome. I got a big P piece on my side, which is just flowers and stuff like, you know, representing my femininity. But I have a lot. I like tattoos. I think they're cool. Does Keke Palmer have a twin? Man, let me tell you something. My mama have a twin. My daddy have a twin. And they had twins. It just wasn't me. My brother and sister, they twins, man. I'm very jealous of them. Because can you imagine a world where we had two Keke Palmers? Keke and TT? Whoa.
Imagine
By
two
the
of
way,
me.
ever since the metaverse got popped up, apparently I can have about 12 Kekes. So be ready. Does Keke Palmer wear glasses? I do. Oh my gosh. I wear glasses, and now I've been walking around lately wearing 2 glasses. Let me tell y'all something. For all my spiritual heads out there that's always looking for like a different meditation vibe, don't ever do the sun gazing, honey. I did sun gazing in Joshua Tree, and I done sunburned my retina, playing around trying to beat Gandhi and shit. So be careful with that sun, the UVs and the global warming. You got to protect those eyes, because now I'm seeing double and stuff. My astigmatism is like going left. The doctor said he can't even promise me it'll heal. So I just been praying. Because, damn. So, yeah, my eyes been bad since I was 8. And everybody in my family wear glasses, so hopefully I didn't do too much to mess it up. Pray for me. Well, all I can say is, like, this was a lot of fun. You know, going down this Google memory lane with you guys at Wired has been just very enjoyable. So I look forward to the next time we get to do this again. And thanks for having me.
Okay. My foot starts to tingle. But yeah, you learn something new every day about some of these people whenever you watch these ones, innit? Didn't know about some of these though, to be fair. The more you know. And I'm just gonna jump into the comments before I get my ass up out of here. Who is Keke Palmer? To the blind, she is the light. To the hungry, she is the bread. To the sick, she is the cure. To the lonely, she is the company. To the sad, she is the joy. To the prisoner, she is the freedom. For the poor, she is the treasure. For me, she is everything. Damn. I think there might be a stan of hers. I don't blame him, though. I don't blame them. What can I say? I like Keke Palmer's energy. What can I say? She's entertaining as hell. What can I say? She's been doing this for years. Keke is both entertaining young... is both the entertaining younger cousin and the fun 55-year-old aunt at the same time. She is everything. Oh my god, I can't answer people in the comments though. What can I say? Keke Palmer's funny though. And sassy too. I can't. Her sassiness puts my friends to shame. I got this friend of mine, right? Known for less than a year. But they are even more sassier than another friend of mine who I've known for about a decade, yeah? And that takes doing. She's sassier than both of them put together. Damn. Oh, they thought I was dead. She is such a treasure. I love that she's so tickled by the dumb internet stuff. Yeah, didn't take it so. I can't on the internet sometimes, I swear. The thing is though, these days on the internet though, it's like you can't even take a joke without someone taking it so bloody serious. It's like I said this is a joke. Why are you taking everything I say serious? Like, take this shit with a grain of salt. Come on now. Whatever they paid her, it wasn't enough. Keke went above and beyond the call of duty with this interview, as she always does. What an absolute delight she is. Yeah, hands down. Keke should play Angela Bassett's daughter or granddaughter in a movie or something. She was born a star. She's so theatrical and comical naturally. Yeah, hands down. Speaking of Angela Bassett, I loved her in American Horror Story, Coven, and in Black Panther too. It's crazy to think that she's just not entering the prime of her career. She's going to have some legendary performances in the near future. This woman has the best vibes, such a nice, positive, energetic person. So glad she's getting so much attention in the entertainment industry. Yes, hands down. Oh my god. No, I loved her in Scream Queens though, and Hustlers. Especially in Hustlers, but yeah. Now the bit where all the girls got arrested in Hustlers, that bit was funny as. That shit was funny. Keke cracked me up this whole interview. She's the best. The sun gazing took me out. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna be doing sun gazing anytime soon. But yeah, I gotta head out. So yeah, but this is cool to entertain me though. Learned some, uh, learned some things about her that I didn't know before, and at the same time. So yeah, there's that. Okay, so that's it for this video. Like, subscribe if you want. I post if whenever I feel like it, and I'll see you next one. Bye.